So that was kind of the second pillar to fall for you as a head coach over the course of the last couple of weeks. And it's pretty much exactly 2 weeks ago, as we're talking here on this Thursday, that you guys learned at Ohio State that the NCAA lacrosse season was essentially over. Walk me through how you and the team, especially the seniors, how you guys have tried to process the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's a lot there. I mean, this 2 weeks is it's felt like 2 years. It's just every day is a new challenge. Certainly, there's blessings that come with this. Focusing on positives that we could find. But the fact of the matter is, you said it. 2 weeks ago today, we broke our last huddle as a team. Certainly, very premature to what we all anticipated. Our focus. I mean, Gene Smith, our leader, has been incredible. You look for leadership in times like this, and he has been unbelievable. Getting our head coaches on phone calls every other day, updating us on what he's hearing, what he knows. That's exactly what you look for in a leader in times like this. And as head coaches, it's really been inspiring, for us to do the same for our staffs, and certainly our men. The first key was just processing. I think there's still emotion and raw emotion involved with this, but putting our arms around guys, being there for them. But then quickly that turned to realizing the matter that, what was at hand, which was getting these guys home to their families. And so, getting our Canadian guys across the border as quickly as possible, getting guys back to their families was kind of priority number one. And then the next piece was these senior guys. Still an unknown. I think we're hoping to hear something early next week from the NCAA in terms of what this fifth year, if they go with it, what it will look like and what opportunities exist for men. I still think there's a lot there to be determined. And I think from their seat, it's like their season's taken, and they don't know if their career is over. And now they have to wait day after day after day, not knowing what lies ahead in some cases for some of these guys. And that's only some. I think what people forget is, there's a financial piece that's involved here. There's academics that are involved here. Some guys have taken jobs. So what I try to do is meet with every senior individually, one at a time, and just try to make it all about them. Let them know how much I care about them, how much we care about them, how thankful we are for what they've done for Buckeye Lacrosse, and make sure that they know over the coming weeks we're going to do everything we can to support them, whether that's a return to Buckeye Nation or it's helping them take that next step in their professional career. So. And then the team, we got a group me fired up. We got guys posting workouts. We started school Monday, so we're back to this new framework of virtual learning, which is kind of unique. And kind of the ball's rolling there. So that's a snapshot of what it's been like in terms of our world.
You mentioned the fifth year, and I think that's the big thing that is kind of holding up everybody, trying to figure out, all right, what logistically goes into it. And I haven't had a chance really to pick a head coach's brain yet on this and in your thought process. Obviously, every player, if given another chance, would say, oh, with nothing else taken into consideration, I want to go play again because it's an opportunity to try to compete for a national championship. And a lot of seniors want that. But there's so much else that goes into it, whether it's scholarship money or just the financial aid not being enough to cover all the expenses you need to go back to school for another year. And then on top of it, it's like programs. Did he have the program at the school that matches what you want to do for a fifth year of academics? For you, like, what's your biggest question mark and the biggest thing that you're kind of waiting to see in terms of how this is all going to play out?
Yeah. Well, I think you nailed it. I think I've gotten a kind of a sense from Mr. Smith, and I'm gonna hold there on sharing that. I think it's still premature. What I do think is we'll have something, Monday, Tuesday, that outlines what the NCAA is going to do to provide some relief to some of these seniors. I think once we have that, we'll be able to kind of frame, where we go from here. But what I do know is this: I think that my experience with fifth-year seniors, we had two this year, Lucas Buckley and Brandon Barker. I think it's very individual and very intimate to that young man. I think it's easy on the outside to say, yeah, of course I do another year. It's just not. It doesn't always work that way. We've had some examples where fifth-year guys have had amazing experiences in that fifth year, come back and been great Buckeyes for us, and felt like they got a ton of value out of that additional year. And there's been other guys that just say, hey, coach, look, I know I have this extra year of eligibility, but I've had 4 great years, and I'm ready to take the next step. And I think that's that's on me as a coach and in the relationship that we've built with that player to make it. It's not a group thing. It's unfortunately the reality is the 10 seniors we had in a very special group. The likelihood is those 10 guys will never step on a field together again, and that's the reality. Now it's about spending time with each guy and really diving into where are they and how do I help them. And if being a part of this family again moving forward is where their heart is, how do I make that a reality for them? And what does that look like?
You mentioned that senior class, and this is a senior class that was part when they were freshmen for some, and the fifth-year guys when they're sophomores. We're part of that Final Four team for you guys back in 2017. Such a monumental accomplishment for this program. That senior class, and then encompassing the rest of that team. What will you remember about this group that you had together here in 2020 for a short time?
Yeah, I'm grateful for that question, and I think that's hard to put into a quick really I would just say, these guys broke new ground. You nailed it. They know what it feels like to step on the field on that championship Monday, and that's rare. That's a really, really special feeling. We felt like a lot of teams did. We were starting to get this thing rolling downhill. With the big win over Notre Dame, pieces coming together. You want to build and play your best lacrosse coming down the stretch, going into league play, and we certainly felt like that was where we were headed. And a big part of that was because of the senior leadership we were getting. I've told a couple of different people that have asked that question. It was after the Cornell game. We lost by a goal, and we lost in a way that was not very Buckeye-like. We lost to a really good team, but we had some penalties that are uncharacteristic of us. We had some turnover, problems in the clear, and some turnovers that aren't typically there for us. And I got text messages from seniors individually that night saying, "Coach, seniors win you those games. Seniors win games like that, and we're not going to let that happen again." We were in position to win a big game, and we didn't do our part. You just love that. You feel like those moments, resonate with you as a coach more than win. When you feel like you've gotten men to a point in their career where they have taken total ownership over their career, the team, the locker room, and the results, and it feels really shared. And I think these 10 guys loved each other deeply. There was a really strong connection amongst the 10. Every guy in that 10 played a role on the field, which is rare. So they had a stake in it. And, I think what we'll relish in is the fact they won their last game. They beat a Notre Dame game that's been a rivalry game in our program for years and years. And they'll be celebrated for years to come. I told them we'll bring them back this fall as we always do. But, we bring alumni into our locker room a lot. And this group will always be remembered as a group that truly raised the bar and raised the standards here as Buckeyes.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Good luck with all the different things you got to juggle now remotely. We thank you so much, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.